We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Willis. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
That's to Galladay. What a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Willis. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on an opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. back to run with Nwangu. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Willis quickly into the hands of Fuller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on 1st down. Willis. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he's got his big tight end here. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 26, check 26.
And to give this time to the tailback. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Willis. That's caught by Galladay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Off play action. Willis. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
He's got a man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for KC. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Willis. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On first down, it's Henry. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 4. Back to throw. Willis. Open man is Galladay, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On second and 10, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mahomes firing complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to a field goal. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Willis, and that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for KC. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
action, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, Willis looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Willis. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Sharp calls it in. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Escaping the pressure right. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for only a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Willis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Willis. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the 36, Mahomes eluding the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw. Willis. A check down here for Henry. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd down, Willis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. To throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, Willis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Willis. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They'll look to throw again. This will go to Henry out wide. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date